Hello friends, let's discuss some problems on evaluation of double integration by using change of order of integration method of solving. So in double integration, we recall evaluation of double integration of function containing variables x, y with respect to x and y. Method of solving will be identified with respect to the nature of function given as well as range of integration specified by these variables x and y. If x contains constant range a to b and y contains constant range from c to d, then we can integrate this function with respect to x first or with respect to y first, doesn't matter. But if range for variable x is constant but range for variable y contains variable x in it, then we need to take integration of this function with respect to y first. But if this integration with respect to y in the variable range is not easier or it is very complicated to simplify integration with respect to y first, then we need to change order of integration. Means instead of variable range for variable y, we take variable range for x, constant range for y, and then take integration with respect to x first. So this is general way to identify examples on change of order of integration. So here there are two important things. First, f of xy. This function will tell you for given range of integration whether to go for change of order of integration method of solving or not. So here we need to identify range of integration, and from f of xy we can identify the method of solving. Now let's get back to one problem. So consider the example. Show that integration 0 to infinity, integration 0 to x e raised to minus x square upon y dy by dx equal to 1 by 2. This question asked in SPPU December 2016 exam. Now let's discuss its solution. So since we are observing variable x in the range of integration, means this is range for variable y and remaining range is for variable x. Now we need to integrate this function with respect to y, but function containing variable y is an exponential function where y lies in the denominator, in the power term. So it is little difficult to evaluate this integration with respect to y first. So we consider I is the integration along with the range for variable x and variable y. We denote that equation by equation number 1. So region of integration is bounded by x is equal to 0, x is equal to infinity, y is equal to 0 and y is equal to x. So we draw the diagram. So here, since our range x varies from 0 to infinity and y varies from x to infinity, let's confirm it. So y varies from 0 to x instead of x to infinity. Our range for variable y is from 0 to x. So here, as y vary from 0 to x and x varies from 0 to infinity, required region of integration is this part. So for changing order of integration, we consider strip parallel to x-axis. Since variable y contains x in its range, so we change the approach and we consider strip parallel to x-axis so as to cover the required region of integration where y varies from 0 to infinity. So we consider this diagram. So this is our line y is equal to x, this is line y is equal to 0, and this our required region of integration. So to find range for variable x as y varies from 0 to infinity, so range of variable x is obtained by taking lower end of the strip as lower limit and upper end of the strip as upper limit. So if we consider strip parallel to x-axis, lower end lies on this line, y is equal to x, so x is equal to y, and upper end of the strip tends to infinity, Therefore, upper limit is infinity. So, for y varies from 0 to infinity and x varies from y to infinity, equation number 1 becomes. Therefore, required integral now changed in terms of integration from 0 to infinity. X varies from y to infinity, x e raised to minus x square upon y, where function of integration will be unchanged. Now we can integrate this function with respect to x. So we substitute x square is equal to t, therefore value for x dx is equal to dt by 2. When x is at lower limit y, t is equal to y square, and when x is at upper limit infinity, t is equal to infinity. Therefore equation 2 reduces to integration y varies from 0 to infinity, integration t varies from y square to infinity, e raised to minus t by y into dt upon 2 into dy. Now we can take integration with respect to y, integration with respect to t, treating y as constant. So this will be the integration. Now substitute upper limit minus lower limit. So we can simplify taking 1 by 2 outside. This will be the integral. If we compare this integration with the standard gamma function form, so gamma n is integration from 0 to infinity e raised to minus x, x raised to n minus 1 dx. So we can compare it with the general gamma function. So n minus 1 is equal to 1 implies n is equal to 2. So that integral can be written in terms of gamma n, where n is equal to 2. Since 2 is an integer, value for gamma 2 is equal to 1, and the required answer is obtained. Now let's discuss one more example. Show that integration 0 to 1, integration 0 to square root 1 minus y square cos inverse x upon under root 1 minus x square minus y square into 1 minus x square dx dy. And we have to show that value of this integral is equal to pi cube by 16. This question asked in SPPU December 2019, December 2017 and May 2019 exams. Let's start the solution. Consider I be the given integral. Now we identify range of integration. Since y square lies in the range, means this is range for variable x and this is range for variable y. We have to integrate this function with respect to x. Since there are terms in numerator as well as in denominator containing variable x and it is very difficult to evaluate it with respect to x, so we decide to apply change of order of integration. Therefore, we consider given integral as equation number 1. Now, we identify range of integration where region of integration is bounded by x is equal to 0, x is equal to square root 1 minus y square, y is equal to 0 and y equal to 1. If we identify this, x square, if you simplify, we get x square plus y square equal to 1, where it is a circle whose center is at origin and radius equal to 1. So if we draw this, we are having circle with center at origin which lies in first quadrant only. So since radius is equal to 1, so x-intercept and y-intercepts are 1. So this is the required region of integration. So for applying method of change of order of integration, we consider strip parallel to y-axis. Now why to consider a strip parallel to y-axis? Because here, if your range of integration is variable containing y in it, means you cannot integrate this function with respect to x. So we need to find an variable range for y. So since we are calculating range for y, we consider strip parallel to y-axis. So if we take strip parallel to y-axis, then we consider constant range for variable x. So here x varies from 0 to 1 and range for variable y is obtained from lower end of the limit will lower end of the strip will give lower limit, upper end of the strip will give upper limit. Therefore, lower end lies on y is equal to 0, upper end of the strip lies on the circle where equation of circle is x square plus y square equal to 1, implies y is equal to square root 1 minus x square. So this is new range of integration. This range will specify the same region of integration. So instead of using given range of integration, we are using alternate representation for the same range. Therefore, equation 1 becomes, so integration, now we consider constant range for x and variable range for y. Therefore, integration with respect to y is little easier. So for evaluating this integration with respect to y only, we consider square root 1 minus x square is equal to a. Therefore, this value will be a square and we evaluate that integral with respect to y, keeping x as constant. So it is not part of the integration with respect to y. So if we evaluate this integral, we get integration from 0 to 1 for variable x, sine inverse y by x, where y varies from 0 to a, cos inverse x dx upon square root 1 minus x square, if that part is not visible. Therefore, if we simplify that integration, we get this value. Now we evaluate integration with respect to x. So we consider cos inverse x is equal to t, implies x is equal to cos t. Hence dx can be replaced by minus sin t into dt, where minus sign can be absorbed to change the order of integration for variable t. So we consider lower limit whenever x is equal to 0, t equal to pi by 2, and when x is equal to 1, t is equal to 0. Now we use this minus sign to change the order. So instead of t is equal to pi by 2 as your lower limit, we consider t is equal to 0 to pi by 2, and this will be cancelled. Therefore, integration can be evaluated as pi by 2 times integration 0 to pi by 2 t dt. If we simplify that integral, we get required value of integration is pi cube by 6, which is the required result. I hope you have understood this. If you have any doubt, please post your questions in the comment section. Thank you.